Catherine Conning.
Cahill, Minister, my question specifically relates to the promised independent analysis and evaluation of the National Development Plan, priorities and capabilities, and who is carrying out that, what individual entity or organisation, and what's the time span?
Thank you, Deputy. Since you've given me such a concise question, let me endeavour to give you a concise answer back. The work is being carried out by the ESRI. They're in the final stages of completing that work, and I would hope to have their paper evaluating our National Development Plan well in advance of Budget 2024.
Thank you, Minister, for your precision. Will that be published? Will it be available for us all to read? And is it taken into account our obligations which are onerous under climate change legislation?
Yes, it will be published. I'm sure it will make reference, though I have not seen the report yet, and it's been done independently. I'm sure it will make reference to the commitments that we have under climate legislation. But given that it covers off the entire National Development Plan and has to cover off our spending under many different government areas, it will not be solely focused on that.
I appreciate that, Minister, and I appreciate your direct responses. But climate change takes us onto a new level, and we have to evaluate every single project in terms of our obligations under the emergency that we declared back in 2019, biodiversity and climate change. It needs transformative action. Now, I welcome the amount of money that's been put aside going back in the National Development Plan. I welcomed a lot of the projects. My concern is in relation to the absence of transformative action leading out on these projects and what needs to be changed. So again, is the SRI, I don't know what terms of reference have been given to them in relation to this, or is it open to them to look at the review through the lens of the emergency that we have declared in relation to climate change and biodiversity?
Sure. I am certain that the massive civilizational challenge that we have with regard to climate will feature in the work that the ESRI have done. But they were asked to do this work by the government there earlier on in the year with a view to providing an input to decisions that we will make in the NDP within this year. And you make the point regarding the lack of transformative projects. I would contend to you that the work that is underway now in relation to renewable energy, and in particular in relation to offshore renewable energy, does have the potential to be transformative for our country. And other decisions that we have made, for example, with regard to the rollout of the National Broadband Plan, does, I believe, also in the medium term have the ability to be transformative and to have a very positive effect on our ability to deal with some aspects of carbon emissions by giving some workers the ability to work either at home or closer to home.